with the preaching drifters. Good corn mash I could not refuse. I remember singing Sweet Cherry I had to walk back into town without my shoes. I took a job knowing the work was rough. Your eyes in the sky turned steel gray. They let you work till you're all used up, then they just toss you away. I worked with men from another time, learned to tell a worker from a bum. And Charlie could quote some of what he'd read. He thought that working hard and cursing was fun. And he could sleep with one eye open, sleep like a baby with a knife in his hand. He said, I just don't care what happens next. Well, that's down home, gut buckets then. Back when I worked on the railroad, back when the tracks went both ways. One way was back to trouble, the other was far, far away. Back when the future was payday, luck was a good hand of cards. Dreams was a girl on a Saturday night, a Sunday waving goodbye from the yard. But in the warmth of the campfire, the weight of what you say is how you work that day. And I still measure everything I buy. Well, is it worth the sweat of a good day's pay? Back when I worked on the railroad, back when the tracks went both ways. One way was back to trouble, the other was far, far away. You know, Big Jim paid for a lot of my beer. He paid for whiskey when he was in his jars. He thought because he was a college boy, he could count a stacked deck of cards. Someone tells you how smart they are, you can feel the reels start to spool. Your brain, if you got one, should be a private thing, 'cause the bigger the bragging, the bigger the fool. Back when I worked on the railroad, I had no shadow, I left no trace. What I didn't know always bothered me. The wind blew through me and around my face. Pain is whatever you can't afford to feel. Barefoot on the cinders or the hot steel rails. The choices you made that seemed as solid as steel disappeared like a mountain trail. You never really learn a lesson till you walk barefoot into town. Feeling as ugly, awkward as a toad. Back when I worked on the railroad, back when I worked on the railroad, back when the tracks went both ways, when there were flowers for your hair, back when there were so Thank you. Thank you. The sun's coming up, dark time in the winter. I head up the road, I'm tired, I'm bitter. Well, under the spell of my own strife, I'd still rather walk than ride. But you can't criticize my work. My pride you can't buy or barter. I feel a little tired, or even a little scared. I just work harder. Mill wheels turn and they turn through the night. The river drives the mill, silent in the light. From a window you can watch the river flow away. River round the bend and here we stay. Know damn well what I think of the foreman. The shop steward, I'm not sure. The union has changed some things around here. We're better off than we were before. Tonight's like last night, night before that. You can't hear through the constant drone. We drink our beer, parking lot. At least the foreman has to drink alone. Mill wheels turn and they turn through the night. The river drives the mill, silent in the light. From a window you can watch the river flow away. River round the bend and here we stay. Sure, there's time to sit and think. There's no time to work things out. Some days I think I'm setting the world on fire, but I'm just burning myself out. Too tired to kick the dog. I'm too hungry not to eat. A tired man waiting for my supper, staring at my plate. Mill wheels turn and they turn through the night. The river drives the mill, silent in the light. From a window you can watch the river flow away. River round the bend, here we stay. River round the bend, river round the bend, all day and all night. The river never ends. It never ends. Thank you. Lights went out in the town tonight. Stubbed my toe on a chair. Curses spun out in the darkness. It's almost funny when there's no one there. Boiling hot and hopping mad. So little time, so much to do. Always 2 or 3 steps behind. Know they're counting on you. And when you've given all you've got to give, just can't give no more. Not the man that you used to be, maybe something more. Take a sledgehammer to the frozen wood. Make a fire so the pipes won't freeze. Breaking out pieces of maple and oak won't stood among the trees. I see her walking with a candle, light sweeping the darkness like a broom. She's checking on the baby, 3 more blankets in the closet in his room. See a line at the top of the stairs. Looks like angels are hovering there. Moves from room to room. I stand beneath the stars, shiver in the frozen air. The wood pile took a nasty turn, fell over and it pinned me in the snow. No one seemed to hear me holler. The wood wouldn't let me go. One log hit me in the forehead. It fell warm though it was covered with snow. After this year I've had, felt like the final blow. Seen a light at the top of the stairs. Looks like angels are hovering there. Moves from room to room. Lie beneath the stars, shiver in the frozen air. We were fighting again tonight. Those ugly faces were starting to show. Getting even with the things that I said. I even threatened to go. Soon she'll come out and find me. Probably laugh to see me lying so. 'Cause she knows I'd never leave. My God, I hope she knows. See a light at the top of the stairs. Looks like angels are hovering there. Moves from room to room. I lie beneath the stars, shiver in the frozen air. I can't believe the things I said. She thinks I'm driving in my car. I came out for wood to warm the house. She thinks I'm drinking in some bar. But the town looks so peaceful tonight. Soft and warm as a dove. beautiful and quiet, like I could see myself from above. See a light at the top of the stairs. Looks like angels are hovering there. It moves from room to room, lie beneath the stars, shiver in the frozen air. Oh, as I lie beneath the stars, shiver in the frozen air. Thank you. They say you're some kind of saint, some kind of man of the people. Hold the hands of the dying, smile through your tears of grief. They say you're a prince of peace, too humble to wear a crown. Oh, how you tell the kids, turn that frown upside down. But I know what you do, I know who you are. You're just another lousy bag man for the boys downtown. You stand with the soldiers, the rain in the square in town. Lay a wreath on the gravesite, say his soul has found higher ground. Convince a man on a ledge, on a road that you've been down. You keep people together, there's no hope to be found. I know what you do, and I know who you are. You're just another lousy bag man for the boys downtown, for the boys downtown. On Monday you're a black man, on Tuesday you're a Jew, on Wednesday you're a woman, then a patriot, red, white, and blue. You hang with the lost and battered, you were once an immigrant too. You're a cheap little hustler, through and through and through. I know what you do, I know who you are. You're just another lousy bag man for the boys downtown, for the boys downtown, for the boys downtown. When you're in Maine, you live in a manger, you muck out the stalls, you clean up the bones. When you're in Maine, it only gets stranger. You hear your own voice when you pick up the phone. When it's Maine, the moose come out of the rain. When it's Maine, when it's Maine. When you're in Maine, you live in Skowhegan, you don't talk spicy, you don't mention France. When you're in Maine and it's a formal occasion, You tuck your suit coat into your pants. When it's Maine, oh, lobsters come out of the rain. When it's Maine. When you're in Maine, the chickens wear lipstick, the cows are amusing, the sheep are urbane. When you're in Maine, you're just part of the livestock. The rest of the food chain knows you by name. When it's Maine, oh, puffins come out of the rain. When you're in Maine, you start to unravel. Your grasp of the Rio grows increasingly thin. When you're in Maine and you finally lose it, your tide goes out, it doesn't come in. Oh, when it's Maine, no one comes out of the rain. When it's Maine, when it's Maine. The East is a beast, baby. It's an old Doors quote. Oh, when it's Maine. With so many miles on my heart, took me a long time to find you. With so many miles on my heart, believing was a hard thing to do. And once you find what you need, don't look behind you. Once you find what you need, leave those old scars rusting in the weeds. Sometimes it feels like there will never be another time. Now it feels like there will be another time. You stop looking, you'll never know what you'll find. It's not so much your eyes or your smile, it's a knowing that you know what I know. It's that way down deep, sweet, cynical laugh, comes straight from your soul. And it's that way you can look without looking. It so satisfies me. It's how you let me know that I turned out to be something of the man I hoped I'd be. Sometimes it feels like there will never be another time, but now it feels like there will be another time. When you stop looking, you'll never know what you'll find. What could be more simple or more dangerous? The two people in love. Oh, ripples go on forever, only be followed try to choose wisely. Some wisely decide not to choose. Yeah, better to go blindly, 'cause either way you'll win or you will lose. Sometimes it feels like there will never be another time. Now it feels like there will be another time. When you stop looking, you'll never know what you'll find. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna get married, gonna settle down, and I'll use a smaller brush when I paint the town. But I'll still drink whiskey, just water it down. Well, it must be great to be a married man. Well, I'm a no sow's ear, no silk purse. I spend my days writing this idiot verse. But that girl of mine, she could have done worse. Oh, to be a married man. A married man is a reborn saint. Reputation has a new coat of paint. Baptized, renewed, he's devoid of sin. Always a chance to begin again. It must be great to be a married man. This bachelor life is no good, it's a wreck. I want a new line of credit, 2 names on the checks. I want a clapboard house. Lord, send me a wife that works. There's no good bone, gonna be an honest jerk. I'm gonna get married, settle down. I'll use a smaller brush when I paint the town. But I'm telling you, it's serious biz. When his heart is hers, her heart is his. Sitting in this sleazy bar some call a dark cafe, wondering where you are through the music, the low lights and the laughter. I never drink when I get sad, I drink when I get bored. Sometimes I get bored for days and wake up in the hallway on the floor. It doesn't matter that you don't understand. If I were a painter, I'd paint you an invisible hand, the hand of old Angle man off Cape Ann. Hand on the rail as the boat hits the sand. Old jazz keeps playing on the radio, putting eyes on this snowman in the snow. Snow keeps falling now, it's covered up my tracks. The wind whirls around this bar, there is no way back. It doesn't matter that you don't understand. If I were a painter, I'd paint you an invisible hand, hand of old Angle man off Cape Ann. Hand on the rail as the boat hits the sand. I'm sitting in this sleazy bar at some call a dark cafe, wondering where you are through the music, the low lifes and the laughter. But your face has filled up the sky. You've taken all the names, and I stare at you everywhere. Even the streets have become your veins. It doesn't matter that you don't understand. If I were a painter, I'd paint you an invisible hand, hand of old Angle man off Cape Ann. Hand on the rail as the boat hits the sand. Wow. Well, now the days I spent as a brand new sailor, well, I will never take for granted. With an 8-day beard, a bottle of beer, those days now seem enchanted. Was the hurricane of '38 dumped a catboat in my lap as a nervous wind blew round the south. I bought that boat for 6 weeks' pay. Imagine my luck. Storm veered off to the north. I followed that storm as free as any wind, back up to my New England, sure of myself as any man, on the heels of my good fortune. When my boat has built again. We will ride upon the ocean when my boat is built again. We will ride the waves together. My life has taken the normal turns with a family and a job, but I never quite resigned myself. It was with them that I belonged. My heart was on the ocean. My heart was on the sea. The only things I ever trusted was my boat, my liquor, me. But what do you do with a drunken sailor? He piles his boat up on the rocks. When his boat is gone, his thirst has gone wrong. Everything is in dry dock. In dry dock. When my boat is built again, we will ride upon the ocean. When my boat is built again, we will ride together. Well, as I watch you sleeping there alone, with your hair lit by the moon, I wonder where I got to thinking that I can make it all alone. Sometimes at night, when I cannot sleep, I drift with my boat into the Milky Way. And as I rock my way towards the North Atlantic, I'm always asleep before I reach the bay. Head of the bay, when my boat is built again, we will ride upon the ocean. When my boat is built again, we will ride together. Thank you. See you in a few minutes.